This is Matt Wilkinson.
Good afternoon. Welcome to a brand new show on Apple Music One. So you might remember back in September, a certain pop star by the name of Damon Albarn was a guest on this very show. Very funny interview that we did then, me and DA. He was in really good form. We spoke about gorillas. We spoke about life on the road since COVID. We spoke about songwriting. He got the guitar out. One thing that we also spoke about, which we were forbidden from airing, was Blur reuniting. And there's loads of rumours over the last couple of months here in the UK in the tabloids and stuff about that happening. And at 9 a.m. exactly this morning, we had it confirmed. It is happening July the 8th, 2023. Blur playing Wembley Stadium. It's their first gig in 8 long years. So I have no choice. I have to kick the show off by playing you this. This is very funny and very sweet. This is Damon Albarn back in September talking to me, letting the cat out the bag.
This is Apple Music.
Everybody's very excited about that story that was in the tabloids about Blur reuniting to play Wembley Stadium for 30 years apart life. You're obviously not going to say whether that's happened.
Yeah, we're playing Wembley Stadium 30 years apart live.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much.
I'm not supposed to say.
Right.
So, but I mean, in principle, yes. There are caveats, and you never know what the world's going to be like next year anyway. So, but kind of nice thing to do.
Yeah.
And not a lot of gigs, just a couple.
I think the interesting thing about your band is it's not about Blur anyways. It's not even that surprising because individually, every time Dave does an interview or Graham does an interview or Alex does an interview, you all get asked, would you reform Blur? And everyone's always like, yeah, if the time's right and if, we don't hate each other, it's all, we just
it's not a big deal. It's a real joy when we do it. And obviously the reason why I'm talking to you here is because of those 3 other musicians. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? It was a massive part of my life and their lives. So we all cherish those memories, but we wouldn't want to ruin them.
Yeah, you haven't done though. I mean, all the stuff that Blur have done
to date, we haven't. Well, I know they work, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just, can we play them with the integrity that they deserve? And because it's kind of like time travel, isn't it? And people don't really want to see you mess about with that stuff. It's like, no, hey, we're going to do a whole concert, but there's like reimaginings of all our songs. No one's interested in that.
Cue 80,000 people walking out. Just being like, exactly. I can't believe they did that.
I mean, that's a recurring nightmare I've had since.
Really?
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's just a standard anxiety thing, but my one is that sort of big crowd and just
and you're still on stage just being like,
well, it dissipates slowly. It's an agonising nightmare. Kind of that's how my subconscious deals with stuff.
I've got faith, though.
I've got
it really well the way you.
I've got faith as well, and I'd like to do it.
Yeah, and finally we're allowed to air that clip. That was really difficult, man. For 2 months we were like, Blur reuniting, but we're not allowed to say it to anybody. Finally, we can put that out. The news is official. July 2023. One of the best bands ever reuniting, playing their first gig in 8 long years. The tickets go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. I have to say that when Damon let that out in the interview, all management, all PRs and pluggers and people with him literally just cried into their hands. And we kind of looked around, we were like, what? We didn't say it. He said it. And not only did he say it to me, he literally went up to every single person in this building, was like, Blur are reuniting. I'm going to put out a social video clip later on explaining that exactly.